Hello and welcome counselors to this video on how to do a share discussion and how to update milestones. Now in my previous videos I've already spoken about various modes of counseling, and I've also told you about chat counseling. And in my previous videos I'd mentioned that whenever you do a counseling, it has to be followed by a share discussion. So for us to calculate that how many counseling conversations you were involved in, we would be counting the number of share discussions that you have done. So for example, if you spoke to 10 students on chat, right, or if you spoke to 15 students via a Skype session or a face-to-face session, but you only did 5 share discussions, so for us it would be 5 counselings done and not 10 or 15. So therefore counselors share discussion, doing a share discussion is very 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 important. So before I show you how you could update milestones and how you could do a share discussion, let's first understand the concept of a share discussion. So as the name suggests, share discussion means that whatever conversation that you had with a student, you are summarizing it in a paragraph, and you are mailing it across to the student, but you are not emailing it using your Gmail account. You are doing it via the Univariety portal, and that is why it is called a share discussion, or in Univariety lingo it is called SD. So when I talk about SD, it means that I'm talking about a share discussion. So this is what a share discussion is all about. So what would happen is that once you would be on board and once you would be starting with your counseling assignments, you would be shared a format how you could be doing a share discussion. Now the format of doing an SD via a chat conversation is different, and doing an SD via a Skype or a face-to-face mode of counseling is different. So please ask your coordinator to make both these formats available for you. So I repeat, there would be two formats shared with you. One is for a share discussion to be done via a chat conversation, a chat counseling, and the second is a share discussion to be done via a face-to-face or a Skype counseling. So let's see how do we do a share discussion. So you remember this page, this is a Univariety home page, and to do a share discussion I firstly need to log into the portal. So I click on the login button, I enter my Univariety ID and password, and this is the page which would be visible to me. So I think so all of you might be familiar with this page because I have already shown you a training video on how to access the counselors portal. So this is the counselors dashboard that you would be having an access to. So the tool, the option which you would be using to do your share discussion is again manage user. So you click on manage user, and you just put in the email ID of the student. So I have kept this email ID because this is a student who has already passed out. So even if I make changes in her profile, it would not make any impact on her. So I have just chosen this particular student. Right. So how you do a share discussion. So there are two things which are very important. You need to update the milestones, and you do need to do a share discussion also. So counselors, this is very very important. Even if you are talking to a student via chat, or even if you're talking to a student via a face to face or a Skype, updation of milestones is very 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 important. Also, if you remember, this view of the milestone progress is there for grade 11 and 12 students. Okay, So how do I change my milestones? First I'll show you. So suppose I had a word with Vasudha on chat, and now she has decided that apart from India, she would also be looking at US as a destination. Then preferred country India, I will let it remain, and I would put US over here, and I will click on save. Now if you just click on complete and move, then the changes will not be saved. So you need to click on save, and if you click on save, it would automatically take you to the next milestone. Also, during my conversation with Vasudha, she said that she now wishes to consider business management as her course. So instead of economics and commerce, I will select business management here, and then same way I would click on save. It would take me to the next milestone. So let me show you the changes first. So India and US both as countries got selected. Business management got selected as a course. Now for business management, all of you know that there are certain entrance tests which the student has to appear for. So depending on the country and the course that the student has selected, you can choose the entrance tests. And also there are two ways how you could choose the entrance tests. One is you could just type over here if you remember the name of the test. So because the student has thought about US, then definitely she needs to appear for TOEFL or IELTS and SAT mandatorily. So I would just type SAT over here. The records got populated, and I would choose SAT. So you can see SAT got selected as the test. I would type TOEFL, click over here, and TOEFL got selected. Now because TOEFL and SAT are the standard tests, and it was just at my fingertips, so I just typed the keywords here, and I got the entrance tests. What if I do not know what are the entrance tests which are required for Indian colleges? So for that purpose, these research tools are here. If you remember, I had spoken about relevant research tools which are present at the relevant milestones so that it could be fulfilled, and this is how these milestones would help you as well. So I just click on identify test. Country is India, and the student wanted to know about business management, so I select country and department, and I click on find tests. So you can see there are certain tests which have got populated. And there is a filtration tab also here, where you could get certain college specific tests as well. So let me see the name of the tests here. So for example, I need to select Bharati Vidyapeeth Common Entrance Test. So I saw the name of the test here and the keyword. I would go back to this tab here and select BUMAT. I click on it here again, and this got selected. I want to select symbiosis entrance test, so I would just type symbiosis here. Symbiosis entrance test. NMIMS national test. NPAT UG. So this is how the tests would get shortlisted, and then I go to the next milestone. So counselors, what I suggest you is that once you get your login ID and password for the Univariety portal, just please explore the various test options which are present on the portal, so that you know the keywords, you know some of the major tests, like for example uh, 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 standardized tests like engineering and medical. So I think so this should be on fingertips for each counselors. I should just type NEET over here and it should get selected, or if I'm looking at engineering, I should just type JEE and this should get selected, JEE main and JEE advanced as well. Okay, so this is how you could select tests over here, and then click on skip and you come to the college shortlisted. Now why it is so important to select tests over here again? So let me tell you, counselors, if you select tests here, so whatever tests that you select, the system will send notification to the student to appear for the test. Once the application dates are open, the system would again send a notification, so the student would be benefited via getting SMS and email notifications about the test dates. And secondly, the student can just click on the name of the test and read in detail about it. Okay, so there can be situations where on chat or in the face-to-face counseling, the student is asking you about details about the test. So definitely please share some nuggets of information. I'm not saying that just please tell them that okay, all your doubts will be cleared once I shortlist tests on the portal. Please share some information, but also tell them that I would be selecting tests and colleges on your profile. You would be able to click on each and view the details. Okay, so this is how you could help the student. And this is the kind of information which is there for all the tests. Let me talk about NPAT. So this is again the kind of information which is there. Or if I'm talking about TOEFL. So till the time you do not select these tests, counselors, and once I'm showing you college shortlisting, if you do not shortlist colleges on the milestones, from the student perspective, they would not be able to read on those tests and colleges and get information, and your job only would be difficult wherein they would keep on coming back to you on chat again and again, or they would be having their doubts uncleared even after a face-to-face counseling, and then the student would keep coming back to us again and again. So this is again one of the reasons why milestone selection is so important, milestone updation. I click on skip and I can see Vasudha's colleges have not been selected. So let's see how do I shortlist colleges. Now you can see there are over here the research tools are Idealist, Top Colleges and Compare College and College Search. So because we select colleges in 3 categories: aspiration, best fit and safe, so we would look at the ideal list. Now the beauty of Univariety system is, counselors, that depending on the class 10 percentage and expected class 12 percentage that the student has filled in, and country and course, the Univariety system makes an ideal list of colleges, and it is readily available for the students. So the students can shortlist colleges, and looking at that list, which is a system generated list, even the counselors can shortlist colleges. So this is how colleges need to be shortlisted, and you need to be a little careful with this ideal list button. If you just do a right click, if you just do a normal click on this ideal test button, ideal list button, then even if you are trying to open another student's profile after that, the system will only open Vasudha's profile. So this is how you need to do it. Do a right click here, click on copy link address, go to another browser. So I was originally using Chrome, so I have Mozilla Firefox, another browser here. I click on paste and press enter. So this is the ideal list which has been created for Vasudha. So if you can see, this is the student profile which has opened. Hi Vasudha, it's saying, and the page view which is at the original browser, which is the Chrome browser, it's the same. It has not got affected. Also, if you can see, again the ideal list is getting generated as per the shortlisted country and shortlisted courses, and college types would be in aspiration, best fit and safe. Now let me first select certain aspirational colleges from India. This is how I select. I just need to click on this tick option, tick icon, and it would be added to the shortlist. So I selected Loyola College and Scottish Church College from the aspiration category. In best fit, I am selecting Mithibai and Manipal. And in the safe, so there are no safe colleges for the student. Let me look at the US universities. I selected University of Texas at Austin from the US aspirational list and University of Southern California. Best fit, I selected University of Carolina at Charlotte and Central Michigan University, and safe colleges I would probably select Rutgers University. So these are just some random selections, counselors, which I have made just to show you how I can select colleges. However, my suggestion again would be that depending on the conversation that you are having with the child, and if the child is having some region preferences, then you could probably select colleges accordingly. Now let me see these colleges that I have selected, how it can reflect in my original page. Now I come back to the original page and I click on reload. So you can see, counselors, that all the colleges that I had selected, it gets reflected for Vasudha. Okay, so this is how a college shortlisting needs to be done. I repeat, do a right click on the ideal list, copy link address, go to another browser or go incognito in the same browser. I prefer another browser because it keeps matters simple for me. However, I leave it to you. Do a right click, click on paste, press enter. This is the page which will come, and you would see once in the ideal list only those courses and those countries would be shortlisted. The colleges would be shown only for those courses and countries which have been shortlisted earlier in the milestones. Okay. Now, certain points to remember while doing a college shortlisting. Number one, you have to minimum select 5 colleges. Now, a system would recognize a college shortlisting to be done only if you select a minimum of 5 colleges, and maximum you can go up to 20. Now, what we have understood is that if a student is selecting too many number of colleges, like 25 or 30 colleges, then the student is actually confused. He is not able to decide between colleges. or if the student has just shortlisted like less than 5 colleges, then he is not considering the adequate number of colleges, so a proper college planning is not being done. So that is why utilize the platform and to do an optimum college planning, we have figured out that the student should be planning between 5 to 20 colleges. Now, for example, the ideal list does not get generated. So there will be certain students, counselors who have either not put in their expected percentage, or because there are three pieces of information required for an ideal list to get generated. Number one, country. Number two, course. And number three is expected grade 12 percentage. Now, if a student has not selected the country or the course or the expected grade 12 percentage, then after counseling, while you can shortlist the country and the course, but you cannot know the expected grade 12 percentage. So let's consider if the expected class 12 percentage is not there, then how you could select colleges. In that case, the ideal list would not be generated, but in a similar way, you could just do a right click here and open the ideal list page, and then click on explore colleges. So this is a wider tool, counselors, which gives you a wider option of colleges. So you can see all the countries are present over here. So for example, I want to select colleges from Singapore. So I will click Singapore. I will again click business management, and I would click show top colleges. So you get the same page view where the Singapore colleges are present. However, Explore College is a wider tool, counselors, which shows you college options even for countries and courses which are not being shortlisted by the student. So you saw that all the countries are available, and when I was selecting business management, all the other courses were also available, which are present as choices on the portal. However, you need to be a little careful in selecting colleges from the Explore Colleges tool, because again there is no categorization of aspiration, best fit and safe. So you might end up selecting only aspiration colleges, or you might end up selecting only safe colleges. So you need to be a little careful over here, and a lot of understanding of various categories of colleges is important before you do an Explore Colleges tool and you select colleges from there. So I select National University of Singapore from here, which is the top rated university. I go down and I select MDIS, which could be somewhat between best fit and safe for the student, and I select Curtin University, Singapore. As a thumb rule, counselors, if you scroll down, so from top to bottom, so the first few universities would definitely be the aspiration or the top-notch universities displayed, but as you keep scrolling and checking records, the universities would start coming in the best fit and safe criteria. So this is one of the tricks you could use to shortlist universities using the Explore Colleges tool. Now let me see whether these three universities have got selected or not. I repeat the same exercise. I come back, I click on reload, and I can see all the three universities, NUS, MDIS and Curtin has been selected. So for example, I want to now select engineering colleges. So again, Explore Colleges would give me that range of selecting colleges, because even if the student has opted for business management, that does not mean that using explore colleges tool, I cannot select engineering colleges here. So let me do India, and for example I take humanities, show top colleges. So counselors, this is what I was talking about. So the top, you see all the top notch colleges being displayed: St. Stephen's, Lady Shri Ram, Xavier's Mumbai, Kolkata. But as you keep scrolling down, the colleges in best fit and safe criteria would start coming. Indraprastha has comparatively lesser cutoff. Elphinstone, Mount Carmel, Jyoti Nivas College, Women's Christian College, Ashutosh College. So these colleges have a lesser cutoff as compared to the DU colleges. So they are coming. Amity University. So this is another trick which you could use if you get to select colleges from the Explore Colleges tool. For me, I personally enjoy a lot selecting colleges from the Explore Colleges tool, counselors, because again it gives me a lot of what do you say choices for college selection. And because I've been dealing with colleges, and I note there are certain information which is there on my fingertips, so I personally find Explore Colleges to be a better tool. However, to start with, just try the recommended colleges tool first, where you get colleges in all three categories: aspiration, best fit and safe, set up by the system for you, and then you could look at Explore Colleges tool. So this is about college shortlisting, and once you do a college shortlisting, you should definitely log out of the student profile and return back on the home page. Okay, now for grade 11 and 12, let me tell you the milestone completion that I'm looking at. So for grade 11, counselors, country preference and major preference should definitely be saved, okay, and definitely be updated. If the student has got very straight country and course preferences, then even for grade 11 students, you could go ahead, select entrance test and select colleges. So for example, the students who are preparing for medical, who are preparing for engineering, or who are preparing for law, the highly competitive entrance tests where they start preparing from the start of grade 11, when you get to talk to these students, their country and course choices would be pretty clear. So even if you get to interact with a grade 11 student with very straight country and course preferences, go ahead and select their colleges, and it should be the same number between 5 to 20. Okay, even if for a grade 11 student the country and the course preferences are a little twisted, where the student is confused between two courses, or the student is super confused, so try to bring him to a point where he narrows down on one course or a second course. And in that case, if you think that the student can change his choices later, then you might not even select colleges. So counselors, I repeat, for grade 11, at any cost, country and major preferences need to be selected. Okay, and that is what I was referring to when I was talking about counseling as per milestone requirement. If you remember in my earlier video where I was talking about chat counseling, I was talking about counseling as per milestone requirement. Okay, so the milestone requirement for grade 11 is that at least country and course need to be mandatorily selected. And you know what happens is that you might get certain students on chat or on Skype who would say that I'm super confused. Okay, while you know that your milestone requirement is selection of courses, you would definitely try to bring that student to a point that from being super confused, now he's confused between two courses, or now he's confused between three courses. Even that is a development for me, because what happens is that even if a student is confused between two courses, you can go ahead, select both the courses and update the milestones. Okay, now for grade 12 counselors, all the four milestones have to be mandatorily updated, whether the student is confused, whether the student is clear, or whatever. So because if a student is in class 12, he just has 1 year to do his career planning. That is why for grade 12 students, do create some emergency for them, that you do need to start planning for your colleges, or you do need to start preparing for your tests. Why haven't you started it now? And through your counseling, bring them to a point where they are able to tell you, or you are able to recommend their country and course preferences, so that you can go ahead and select the relevant entrance tests and colleges. Okay, so counselors, again the same funda. If a student is confused between two courses, you can go ahead and select both the courses. If both the courses require entrance test, go ahead and select entrance test for both courses. If the student has selected courses for which entrance test is not required, then I can consider that if you have not selected entrance tests here, click on skip, and if the student has selected one course or two courses, select colleges pertaining to the courses here. This is for grade 12. So I repeat, for grade 12 all four milestones need to be accomplished. Okay, and then you do a share discussion. So counselors, for me, counseling is complete only if you are updating your milestones and if you're doing your share discussions. Without both of them, we would not consider it to be a complete counseling activity. So if you come back to us and say that I have counseled like 20 students on chat, and done share discussion and milestone updation only for 5 students, then counselors, it would be 5 counselings for us, not 20 counselings. um, Timelines for share discussion is and updating of milestones is that this has to be done within 24 working hours of a counseling. So if you are doing a chat today, by tomorrow you can update the share discussions and you can change milestones. um, I've seen a lot of counselors changing the milestones first and then they leave it and later they do a share discussion. However, my suggestion is, I've always found this to be very clumsy. If I do a milestone updation first and then probably 2 hours later or the next day I do a share discussion, because it might be possible that I might forget one or the other aspects. So for me, I would highly recommend you to take up one student profile at a time. Once you are in the middle of updation of discussions, do a milestone change first and then do a share discussion. Do both the activities simultaneously. That would keep matters simple for you again. So I hope these aspects are clear to you. Now I would show you how to do a share discussion in a different profile. is a current grade 12 student whose profile I have selected. Here I'm not making any changes to the milestone counselors, because this is a current grade 12 student and I don't want to disturb whatever she has already chosen. Now, how I would be able to do a share discussion? So for example, I had a word with Anuja on chat, and I have updated all her milestone, country, major, entrance test and colleges. So the next stop would be this notes button, where I click here and I can see there are three communications already done by various counselors to Anuja. So it means that this is not her first interaction. So I would start with clicking on the mode of interaction. Mode of interaction means that what mode have you used to get in touch with the student, whether it was chat, whether it was in person, or whether it was phone or Skype. So there are various modes of interaction that you could see over here, out of which if you are chatting with a student on Zendesk, then you click on chat. If you spoke to the student via a face-to-face activity, and then you have to update share discussion, then you would click in person. And if you are getting in touch with the student via Skype, then you click on phone/Skype. Okay, so these are the generally three modes of interaction which counselors get to use. So I click on chat, I update the share discussion here, and counselors, this should be as per the format that we have shared. I click the discussion level. So the discussion levels over here are only L1, L2 and L3. So if there would not have been any coordination, any previous interactions available over here, then I could have clicked on L1. Or if there would have been only just one interaction present, then I would have clicked on L2, because it is a second level discussion. Okay, and the third level, because there are already three levels of discussion which is already done, and the maximum that I have is L3, I would just click on L3 and click on share discussion. Now counselors, please be very sure that you do not click on save. Okay, if you just click on save over here, then this discussion would be saved on the portal, but it would not go to the relevant parties where it is supposed to go. Okay, so I repeat, you need to click on the mode of interaction first, update the share discussion, whatever you want to type, click the discussion level as per the previous discussions which have happened, and then click on share discussion. Now this is very important. You can see all the parties to whom this discussion needs to be sent. So you just need to click on counselor, principal and student. Please do not click on alumni email. This is something very different. Okay, now this is another USP of Univariety counselors, my friends, that we commit the school, we commit the parents, that whatever discussion that we are having with your children, you would be kept in loop and you would be sent a report of what we discussed with your child. Therefore every share discussion that you are doing, it is mandatory to click these three people: counselor, principal and student. If the student has updated the parent contact details, even the parent tab would be visible, and then you have to click on the parent tab as well. Okay, so again, counselor, principal, student and parent, these are the four people to whom your share discussion needs to be marked mandatorily, so they need to be selected. Your mode of interaction is chat. Interaction type would be whatever that you have discussed with the student. Okay, now before I show you the logic behind this interaction type, Let me show you something, and that is the reason I have selected the profile of the student. Okay, so this is how a chat window looks on a student profile, and this is a place through which the student can initiate chat with you. Right, so I am in the student's profile. I am currently there in Anuja's profile. Okay, so what happens is, you might be knowing that the career journey of the student, which is starting of the journey to joining the colleges, we have broken down this entire journey into various milestones, and these various milestones also, for every class there are a separate set of milestones that are to be accomplished. Okay, so for example, so as you can see, finalize course, finalize country, finalize entrance tests, shortlisting colleges, and finalization of colleges. All these milestones are due. What we have done, we have made matters very simple for the student, where student can just click on this milestone, and there are a certain set of tasks which are supposed to be accomplished to complete this particular milestone, and then the student can jump on to the next milestone. So what happens is, uh, as you can see, interact with counselor is one of the tasks over here in finalize courses. Okay, so if the student clicks over here and clicks on discuss with counselor, so this is a live chat going on which I am showing you. Okay, now once this chat finishes and the counselor, once she does a share discussion, only then this milestone would show completed. Okay, and when the student clicks on chat through this ideal career journey and interacts with you, then once you are able to do a share discussion here, then options like this would be visible. Now class 12, the interaction type is showing class 12 finalized courses. This is showing over here because you can see the student has not finalized her courses, and this is a due activity for her. Okay, so so crux of the story is counselors, that whatever due activity would be there on the student ideal career journey, and if the student accomplishes it via clicking on chat through the ideal career journey, to do the share discussion of that particular interaction, it would be showing the relevant, what do you say, portion of the ideal career journey. So for example, to mark her to mark Anuja's what do you say, task complete for interaction with counselor for the first milestone, if you click on interaction type class 12 finalize courses, and SD type would be subject course country career SD, then only once you do a share discussion, then this task would be marked complete. This is the logic behind this interaction type present here. So counselors, there can be cases where you can see this interaction type visible. There can be cases where you would just see general, you would not see any interaction type. This happens because of the choice of the chat button. If the student clicks on the chat button through the ideal career journey, then this portion, this thing would be visible to you. If the student just clicks on a chat button through the home page of the profile, so suppose this is the home page of a student profile, and without going to the ideal career journey, I just decide to open chat from here. Then once the counselor does a share discussion for this chat, then only general would be visible. Therefore counselors, my request is that under interaction type, if you are seeing any relevant interaction type which is present, please click there and then you could do your SD. So again, mode of interaction is chat, interaction type is finalizing of courses, and what type of share discussion is this. So there are three parameters to be selected very carefully. Mode of interaction, which is chat. What did you speak to the student about? I spoke to the student about finalizing of courses, and under finalizing of courses also I spoke about course or country, or I spoke about career. Now let us understand the SD types. First, you can see various SD types ranging from subject and stream to course country to admission process, college shortlist, general counseling, pro map, ideal career test. So let me explain these SD types to you, the ones which are used quite often. So these various psychometric test SD that you are doing, ideal career test, stream selector, multiple intelligence, this is something which you should be doing when you are interpreting a psychometric test for the student, okay. And this is a very less probability, because again what we do is we do not encourage students to come up with their psychometric tests on the chat, okay. And students, once they take a psychometric test, they are sent a written interpretation of the test on their email directly, on their emails directly. Therefore the student will not come directly to you with the psychometric test interpretation, okay. So you would generally get to use these SD types, which is subject and stream SD, course country, admission process, college shortlist, and general counseling. Subject and stream is generally to be used for grade 9 and 10 when you are discussing about their stream and what set of subjects to be finalized after grade in grade 11 and 12, okay. Course country career SD, again it can be for grade 9 and 10 and grade 11 and 12, where you're discussing about the course or for the country, or you're talking about different career options. Admission process is SD is to be done if the student asks questions about entrance test, if the students ask question about the admission process, what kind of tests, what kind of marks, what are the cutoffs for various colleges and for various universities, or they talk about the admission process of different countries. College shortlist SD is supposed to be selected when you have spoken to the students only on colleges, where the student says that I want to apply for X number of colleges. Can you tell me about these colleges? Or can you please shortlist these colleges on my profile? Or can you tell me about these colleges in detail? Which college should I go to if I get admission? Then you do a college shortlist SD here. If the student is just in general talking to you about something which is not very much related to these four aspects, then you select a general counseling SD. Okay, so these are the SD types in general that you get to use. Okay, so you select course, country, career SD. In case if you wish to upload a file, now what happens is that generally if I'm promising an information brochure of a university, or if I'm promising some PDF document, which should definitely not be from the third party. So sharing information brochures from college websites are absolutely fine. So you could upload a file, it would guide you to your own hard drive where you could keep a document and upload it first, and then you click on send. Okay, so let me show you the preview how a share discussion looks on a student profile. So this is how it looks, where this is the view which the student and the principal and all the other parties get. Okay, so the student has an option to like or dislike your share discussion also. So this is how again a share discussion is supposed to be done. Okay, so for your benefit, counselors, I'm repeating the entire process again. So firstly, I click on the student email ID, I get the student profile, click on the view milestones icon. I first make milestone changes, and then I click on the notes button. I click on mode of interaction, which is chat or in person, whichever mode have I interacted with the student. Yeah, another point which I forgot mentioning was there can be some face-to-face interactions where the parent can also be present along with the student. So if you are getting to speak to any student along with the parent, then you necessarily click on parent as well. Otherwise, only if the student was present during the counseling, specifically for the Skype or the face-to-face, then you do not select parent. Select chat, update your share discussion, click on share discussion, click on counselor, principal and student. If the parent option is also present, click on parent as well. Mode of interaction would be chat. Interaction type would be either general, or if there's an option present over here and you have spoken to the student pertaining that, please select it, because it has got a direct impact on the ideal career journey of the student. And this task would be completed, it would be shown completed. This task would be shown completed only if you select this and do your share discussion. Click SD type for whatever that you spoke to the student. Check your share discussion again. If you want, you can upload a file and then click on send. Okay. For milestones updation for grade 11 and 12, I repeat, for grade 11 I'm looking at mandatorily getting the country and the course updated. If the course choice is pretty simple and the student is absolutely clear, then you can go ahead and shortlist colleges also. For grade 12, whether the course choices is clear or unclear, bring the student to a point where at least the student has filtered on two courses and accomplish all the four milestones. So change country, change course, select entrance test, and select colleges. Okay, and also because I have shown you how to shortlist colleges, even if the class 12 expected percentage is not updated, so mandatorily you are supposed to shortlist colleges. We would not be very cognizant of this a plea if you give us that if just because the student did not update his grade 12 percentage, I was not able to select colleges. Yes, there is a way you can select colleges even if the student has not updated his grade 12 percentage, which is through explore colleges tool. So this is exactly how a shared discussion is supposed to be done, and milestone updations need to be done. The points to be kept in mind are: number 1, a shared discussion is supposed to be done only if you talk to the student about these four milestones, which is country preference, major preference, entrance test, and colleges shortlisted, and you also talk about stream selection. So if you have discussed with the student about these five aspects, which are stream selection, country preference, major preference, entrance test, and colleges, only then you are supposed to do a share discussion. So if you're doing share discussions on interpreting psychometric tests for the student, or if you're doing a share discussion of a student where you have helped the student in framing a timetable for his exam, then that would not be considered a legit share discussion. It's only if you helped with the student with their country, college, and career planning process and stream planning process, then only a share discussion is considered a legit and to be done share discussion. So if you remember, when I was talking about chat counseling, I was mentioning that if a conversation is 10 lines and above, then you can do a share discussion, and there are other parameters also. So these are the other parameters where you should be speaking to the student about four milestones and subject selection. Now let me show you a glimpse of a grade 9 and a grade 10 student's profile. So I just want to show you this grade 11 student profile, friends, just to make you understand that that depending on the ideal career journey, your options in the interaction type, they reflect. So you saw a grade 12 student's profile where under the interaction type, class 12 finalized courses were shown. So just like that, under grade 11 you would be probably shown something like this: chat, okay, so this is general. So probably this student has done a chat discussion via clicking on the chat window through the home page. So this is what I was talking about. Let me show you a grade 10 student's profile. So again, even if you're talking to a grade 9 and grade 10 students, and these two milestones are visible, which are country and major, so these need to be changed. If you had a discussion with the student, and whatever you had a discussion, the milestones are already reflecting that, then you don't need to change it. Otherwise, if the direction of discussion was entirely different than whatever is showing here, then you need to go ahead and change this. If you click on save preferences, then this would be saved. So changing milestones for grade 9 and 10 grade 10 students is pretty easy. The same process, go to notes. Mode of interaction will be chat. Discussion level would be as per the previous interactions. If the parent has attended this, you click on parent also. Click on share discussion. Here you can see as per the class 10 ideal career journey, the student is supposed to shortlist careers. This is the task which is due, and probably this student has initiated chat through his ideal career journey. That's why this option is showing. You click on shortlist careers. SD type would be stream and subject SD, or if you have discussed about career, then you select course country career SD. Here you can see parent is also reflecting. So this student has updated his parent contact details on the portal. And then in the same way you click on send. So this is how the share discussion looks on the student profile. So similarly for a grade 9 student, it's going to be the same. Mode of interaction, and here because there's only one interaction reflecting, so I would click on discussion level L2. Click on share discussion, parent, counselor, principal, student. Interaction type, so here again it is showing as per the incomplete task as per the class 9 ideal career journey. So here the student is supposed to discuss about the career activity. SD type could be subject and stream SD, and then I update my discussion. I click on send, and this is how it looks. So as you can see, the share discussion, the milestone view of a grade 9 and grade 10 student is same, and grade 11 and 12 student is same. So this is how share discussions are supposed to be updated. Now as you saw that the discussion which you are updating, it goes to principal, it goes to school counselors, and it goes to parents also. Therefore you need to be a little careful while you are updating the share discussions. Number one, it should be within the given timeline, which is 24 working hours. In case if you're not able to update the share discussion within the given timeline due to any reason, you need to write to your Univariety coordinator for that. If it is a legit reason, then definitely we will consider it, but you need to inform her first and understand that whether it could be done or not. Number two is, while you are doing your share discussion, please do not share your individual contact details or email ID here. So for example, if I am writing to the student, I am not supposed to write okay, I am not supposed to give my individual email ID. In your case it could be your Univariety ID, or it could be your Gmail ID, whatever. Do not share your individual contact details or your phone number ever in a share discussion. In fact, if a student wishes to talk to you on chat, you could tell the student that you would not be able to talk to the student on phone, And if the student is adamant, then you could pass on the details to the Univariety coordinator. We will schedule a phone call for the student, but at any cost you're not supposed to share your contact details with the student through any mode of counseling. This is number one. Number two, whenever you're doing a share discussion, please kindly do not make it a copy paste job. Okay, while I understand that there are certain portions of the course or country information that you would be reading on an independent internet source, please type the share discussion in your own words, because there have been instances where the students have complained that your counselor has done the share discussion where she has copy pasted information from shiksha.com, or where she has copied information from Wikipedia. So please kindly do not let these situations come. Thirdly, you are not supposed to share any independent link on share discussion which could be a competition to Univariety. So you're not supposed to share Shiksha, Wikipedia, Target Study, links which could be an alternate to Univariety. So these are the don'ts of chat that you're supposed to follow, strictly follow. And I think as expert counselors and professionals, the least that we could do is to make our share discussion look professional, where there shouldn't be any spelling mistakes, there shouldn't be any grammatical errors, there shouldn't be any syntax errors. It shouldn't be that if I'm putting a full stop, the next sentence I'm starting with a small letter. And we understand that proper nouns are to be capitalized and common nouns can be written in small letters also. Okay, so please kindly follow these rules while you're doing your share discussions. This is very important, and later once we are auditing your share discussions and your chat conversations, we would be looking at these aspects also. So this is with this we come to the end of this video on share discussions, updating and of milestones, and the do's and don'ts. I hope everything is clear to you. In case there are any further doubts, we could have doubt clearing sessions later. Thank you so much.